Come on in, come on in. Morning time, Kirk. Come on in, hit the like button as you come in this morning. Uh-oh. On this beautiful, got to get the grits out the beard. On this dreary, rather, Saturday morning. What's up, Lord Thompson? What's good? What's good? Rio the Great, what's good on this morning? Come on here to chop it up with you guys a little bit about the dump truck business and some latest happenings. All right. So while everybody give them a minute to come on in, let me gather up my stuff right quick. Come on in, come on in. All right, what's up, Michael? Yeah, I got breakfast this morning. That's what I had got pushed back. I run into a big line at the breakfast place, so I saw then I was gonna be late. So hit the like button, guys, and we're gonna get started on this morning. Not gonna hold you all morning, just wanted to chop it up with you guys and see what's good in the dump truck business. What's up, AD? What's going on with your man? What's happening up there in St. Louis? Or is it Indianapolis? I think you're in St. Louis, right? All right. So good morning to all of you. Country CEO, man. It's been an interesting last 3 weeks, I tell you. I know I hadn't talked to you guys on live, I guess, in about a month. And it was my intention last Saturday, and things just got out of whack. And so it's time to catch up and see what's going on, let you guys know what's going on with me, and to answer your questions and see what's going on with you guys relative to the dump truck business. And we can have a good Saturday morning, right? So I think it was a few months ago, you guys know I shared with you about being on the yard and a loader bagged into the Volvo did some pretty significant damage. Fortunately, I didn't have to shut the truck down at that time. And so finally, I put that truck in the shop, 2 weeks ago from yesterday, right? So the Volvo's been in the shop for 2 weeks. And the damage was to the cab, the driver's side tank, and the def tank and the air tank. And so surprisingly, the insurance company wanted to they decided to go ahead and put a whole new cab on the truck. So the Volvo is going to have a totally brand new cab. And so I went down there Thursday just to kind of get an update, see where they were, and they put the guts back in it, if you would, dashboard, all that stuff, and probably be another week. End of next week is what they're telling me. And so some of the little tidbits of dealing with that kind of stuff. If something happens to your truck and an accident, if it's drivable, um, keep working the truck until it's time to actually go in the shop. And I think in most places, what is happening is you don't know if the shop is bagged up. Don't go just running. If your truck is still workable, I don't even care how ugly it may look because of the accident. Mine's look pretty ugly. Work that truck until it's time to actually go in the shop, because you could be, Granted, you may have to deal with them, get downtime back, but if you can work that truck, why not safely? Why not keep on doing it until it's time to go to shop? I ended up working the truck probably 2 months. Why? Because they had to order the cab. That took 2 or 3 weeks. There was a backup at the shop. All right. And so I just kind of kept checking in with him. Hey, how's it looking? Is this a good time? Blah, blah, blah. He told me after about a month when he got all the parts. He said, I got all the parts in. He said, but give me a couple weeks to catch up in the shop. Gave him another couple weeks, and then I took a couple weeks. And I said, okay, are you ready? He said, yeah, you can go and bring it. So I brung it. So that's some little tidbits on how to deal with if your truck get wrecked. If it's still workable, don't just run the truck. Oh, the truck is wrecked. Let me go drop it off. If you can still work that truck in a safe manner, work the truck while all the intangibles get worked out, and if the shop is backed up. So that's some game for you right there. All right. Other side of that is that I'm gonna share with you some game on how the tricks of the trade work with that kind of stuff. Right. So if somebody else hits you, you can get downtime. Right. Lost time rather. Lost time, downtime. All right. Now, one of the tricks a lot of these insurance companies try to do with you, and I don't know if this one is going to do this with me yet because I haven't submitted the paperwork because the truck's still in the shop. But just in the past, I've had a truck got hit, and especially Progressive is notorious for this. What they'll do, you submit to them the lost days, right? And they may want you to get a letter from the company you're working for, or they may just say, hey, tell us what you lost. But these rascals try to be slick in that some of these companies, especially Progressive, are going to deduct maintenance and fuel out of that total cost. Did you get that? So if you tell them you lost 30,000 because your truck was down a month, then them jokers gonna turn around and try to offer you 15,000, citing the loss of you ain't have no driver that you had to pay, and you didn't have no fuel that no maintenance you had to pay, and fuel because the truck was broke. Right? That's the game they run. And so you will have to get into a negotiating type of mindset with them about that. And they don't want to hear no lawyer talk, right? So you might have to just kind of mention, well, I might need to get a lawyer then because this doesn't make sense. But typically they will negotiate. All right. And everybody's situation is different. If your truck has been down and you need the money, I'm not going to say don't take the 15. Everybody's situation is different, but I still would at least make them come up off of that. If you going for 30, they say 15, I'll say, okay, well, give me 22. Right? Depending on your situation. Or if you can wait on it, just wait on it. And you perhaps get it all. So that's one of the things I'm dealing with right now and getting ready to deal with this downtime piece probably next week. What's up, Keon Jones, channel member? Good morning. If possible, do you know if the triaxle would work in Virginia? I see a lot of quads. Keon, I'll tell you, you are correct. It looks like a lot of bigger trucks, especially the Richmond area. We got some followers in Richmond. Seems like everybody, Lady Loxley, seems like everybody kind of works more on the quads and up in Virginia. I think you're going to have to look around your area a little bit more, talk to some of the truckers there and see what they say before you go and buy a tri. Because it kind of seems like, yeah, they might like the bigger boys. They might start at the level of a quad axle instead of like here, you can start with a tri. What's up, Jay? You doing good this morning? All right, so hit the like, guys. Let's get that algorithm going. Hit that like button this morning. All right, so that's wanted to share that with you all about that. I'm currently dealing with that. So I've been running 7 trucks instead of the 8 for the last 2 weeks. I think we talked last month, the work has started. I think I made a video on that. The work has started to tamp down a little bit. Yeah, Kirk, sure can. I sure can, Kirk. Let me get this part, and then I'll share with you about ATL. Love talking about the ATL. So I made a video about the work is tamped down a little bit, and all the consensus is that it's just a transition period between contractors moving from one job to the next, or a lot of them are ahead, and so they're slowing down a little bit. So let me share that with, because I've had, oh my God, or umpteen, and I made a video about that, right? Umpteen DMs and concerns and questions, and some even in panic mode about, oh, what's going on with the work? The work, everybody's slow. No, the work is there. It's not the fact that it's slow. What has happened is, number one, contractors have caught up, and some of them are transitioning from the finishing of a job to the beginning of another job. That's one thing. Number two, some of them, and this is with that's happening with one of my customers, is the transitioning from one to the next. The second one is second customer of mine is they're so far ahead to they just trying to slow down a little bit. Right? I didn't like it at first, but guess what? It's actually going to work out better for me because they're slowing it down right here at this juncture. Guess what that means? It's going to last right through the holidays into the beginning of the year. So what seemed like a not so good thing, because they tamped down a little bit. And here's what I mean tamped down. They got two other jobs they could be doing, right? But they have decided, my main customer, that they're not going to start the job till January. Both of them, the one I won on DBE contract and the other one that I know that they got that I'm going to be doing the help on the job with that one. They ain't going to start both of them jobs till January, right? So at first I was like, fretting like we all do. But then I thought about, I said, well, Perry, they're keeping you going, albeit they're not working 4 or 5 of your trucks like they normally would do. They're working 2 every day. Don't worry about it because that's going to make it last right on through the holidays. And then they're going to kick off the other new jobs. So don't, if they're doing enough just to keep you going, you're doing good. You still good. All right. And so I just want to say, don't fret, don't panic, don't worry about the fact that things are tamped down and you ain't making that big money like you was, but you making money and you're paying your bills and your guys are working. Hey, that's cool. This is what these contractors have taught me in 23 years, guys. When they, instead of fretting about they slowing down and finna get ready to enjoy themselves with these holidays, get what? I'm gonna make sure I'm in a position I'm gonna enjoy the holidays with them. That's what I've learned how to do. They learned me something, So you don't want to be in a situation where you're stressing and they chilling. No, you chill with them. All right, I just wanted to get that out. All right, Kirk says, can you talk about ATL? Just moved out here, Kirk. So yes, CW Matthews is kind of like one of the biggest contractors in ATL. Definitely, you want to contact CW Matthews. ER Snell is another company you want to. I'm gonna put them in the chat. Let me put this in the chat for you, Kirk, so you'll know. These are 2 of the 3 biggest contractors in the Atlanta area, right there. I forgot the third one, but those are 2. Somebody knows who that third one is. Does a lot of road work and stuff in Atlanta. Put that in the chat. I know those are 2. Those 2 can help you alone, Kirk. One of those can help you. They got so much work. CW Matthews has plants and locations and yards in different, all over Georgia. Let me put it that way. All right, AD, I believe that money coming down from the pipeline for next year. Oh yeah, for sure. It already has started flowing this year, AD, and so it's going to continue to flow. It just that sometimes these folks will do this stuff and just push some stuff to next year. Could be because of tax purposes. Some of them don't want to start the next project to next year. It's all kind of reasons. What's up, Tiago? Massachusetts, man. I don't know if I ever. Where you at in Boston? Massachusetts. That's all right. How's the dump truck business up in Massachusetts, Tiago? Yeah, AD said, I'd rather take those 3 days than no days. Shoot. Yes, indeed. All day. AD. I remember when it was real kind of sticky back in 15 and 16. I don't know about you guys' weather, but for some reason, man, in 15 and 16, for about a year, I think that was 15 or 16. Dude, I'm telling you, it rained every week for about 6 months. And we was basically getting about 3 days a week. But we made it off them 3 days a week. Think like a kingpin, man. It's super slow, but we have to embrace this part of the business. Yes, that's it, man. Where are you located? Think like a kingpin. That's it. And let me add that to the equation. I was amazed to find out that it wasn't just down here in Louisiana, that it was across in several states when I started getting DMs from people from Tennessee and different places. All right. So yeah, Kirk working with Waste Management. Now looking to pull a trigger on buying a truck. Okay, cool. Definitely, you can give CW Matthews a call. Greedy, what's going on, man? Question: do your 1099 subcontractor drivers need to be in your workers' comp policy, or is it only for company employees? That's a good question, Greedy. I've seen it both ways. Definitely, if they're W-2 employees, right? But if they're 1099, then you may have to. I think how it goes, if they're 1099, then do they have their own workman's comp, which they probably don't? Then it's going to probably mean you still maybe should take something out on them, because if they were 1099 but it was a situation where it was doing work not in your truck or off of your property, then you wouldn't need it. But being as though they're still in your equipment, still working on jobs that you're sending them out on, I don't think that releases you from the liability if they were to get hurt on your job, right? I would double check that, but that's just my thinking. I don't deal with 1099 employees. I only deal with the 1099 everybody else, right? Car wash man, mechanics, and the golden rule has been, long as they're see if the mechanic see my mechanic is 1099, but if he does all my work here, I would have to take workman's comp out on him. But being as that most of the work takes place at their place or on the side of the road or something like that, I don't have to have workman's comp on the mechanic, right? But he doesn't have to show me his a certificate either. The only ones I have to get certificate for is subcontract drivers or the truckers that have their own truck. I have to have a workman's comp certificate on them, and if they don't have it, then I still have to take it out. See, you're taking it out on the driver. They don't have their own truck. They're driving for you. So I'm thinking you may have to do that, but double check that. That ain't nothing to just you don't want to assume anything on that deal there. Jason said, I originally got up on SBA loans, used one to buy my second. Cool. 10-year term. Jay, that's awesome. Now, man, you don't hear a whole lot of people that are able to say that they was able to get the SBA loan to get started. That is awesome, bro. A 10-year term. That is cool. Thinking like a kingpin. I paid all my drivers $300 after a whole week of no work. I had one ungrateful driver tell me, hey, I'm going to do, hell, I'm going to do with that. Yeah, it's always one. You did great though, man. I would do that myself. My guys absolutely don't do nothing. Guess what? I'm gonna put some money in them guys' pocket, and $300 is a starting point to give him something. Because here's the deal: it would be some expectation. Don't get me wrong. I know everybody's situation is different, but I preach, man. Take care of your money, guys. Why you bringing home these 1,000, 12, 13s, and $1,400 checks? Save your money, guys. Put some money up, because it's gonna come a time. And guess what? If guys would do that, and then you hand him the three, and he could pinch off some of what he already been putting up, boom, he can make it. He can make it that week, pay his bills for that month, whatever. So yeah, that's good. Okay, you in Texas. Okay, what part of Texas? Tiago, I'm in South Massachusetts, in New Bedford. I'm trying to get into the dump truck, but I'm trying to time it. Okay. You try to time it, right? Well, y'all winter probably done came up on y'all, so you probably want to wait till the spring in Massachusetts, I imagine. You can pay for the 1099 workman's comp policy. It will be their name, but you cover the cost. Okay. All right. That's game right there. Appreciate you helping us out with that. Daniel Ferguson, ACL can list some of the major contractors in Houston to get work from. Oh, Houston. Mm, I remember a Reynolds. It's a Reynolds big asphalt outfit out of Houston. And let me see. I remember a Reynolds. Let me see. That's a good question. And you probably could let me see. Okay, they seem that's Reynolds. Okay, that must have been when I was in Dallas. Reynolds seems to be more on the north end of Texas. I thought they were on the south end. because I actually called them just fooling around when I was out there for the Cowboys game last year, year before last, and shoot, them people was ready to sign me up. I tell you what, I'm gonna Google though, Daniel, is asphalt suppliers in Houston. All right, asphalt companies in Houston got several pavement services. Houston's All Pro Asphalt, AAA Paving, South Tex Asphalt, Texas Materials Group. Now I heard of that one. Texas Materials Group. I've heard of that one. Hayden Paving. So there you go. You can Google that, brother, and be able to find out. Or you can Google road construction companies in Houston. Road construction companies in Houston. All right, Jay said it was a 3 weeks. That's all process, but it allowed me to buy a new truck at a manageable payment. Wow. Look out, Jay. Three week process. He got approved by SBA loan, and got a manageable note. That's awesome, man. What's up, Mega? Look out. Tiago. Okay, Tiago, you got it. Y'all good. Good. That's what I like. Networking, man. Look at that. Think like a kingpin. Is that Austin, Austin Road and Bridge Company? The Austin Road and Bridge Company did a couple of jobs down here a couple of years ago. Austin Road and Bridge Company. Is that who you're talking about? All right, hit the like button, guys, as you are in with me now. Yes. All right. Thank you so much, brother, for giving us platform networking. Yeah, that's awesome, bro. I always love when that comes together. All right. So that's what's going on. So I wanted to talk about the insurance, that situation. I'm gonna come back to insurance too. I wanted to talk about the work situation. And just let me give some, and just for the maybe some newbies. So we're coming down to the end of the year, right? We're in November, second week of November. Well, they're coming up to the second full week of November here. And so what I'm trying to do is obviously trying to maximize this month. We know that we're going to get here, what, week after next. Thanksgiving is the fourth Thursday, the 23rd. Traditionally, what happens on that week is we'll get Monday and Tuesday in, but that Wednesday be shaky, right? One of these companies ain't gonna work at all on Wednesday because they like to give their employees that day off before Thanksgiving as a travel day. So we probably won't do much that Wednesday, but Monday and Tuesday. So that's gonna be a short week, right? But if I can get Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday in, but the key is knowing that I'm gonna be sure we're gonna probably knock off that Wednesday and nothing else gonna happen the rest of that week. I'm trying to hit it hard next week for sure. The week of the 13th to the 17th, I'm trying to work every day next week, and nights and that weekend if I can, because I know I'm coming up to a slow week. All right. That's just, I'm trying. That's what I'm gonna try to do. We got an uncertainty with some weather a couple of days, but we're just gonna make it do what we do. We don't have no control over that. So I'm trying to get um into these 2 months, maximize as much as I can, because we know once it gets to Christmas and New Year's, that little 2 week swing is going to slow down. I typically, traditionally here after Thanksgiving, people work. They work all the way up until Christmas. Ain't gonna be no, if there's work there to do, which it still is, they're gonna try to do it. So I know we got something to look forward to. Um, in this season, also what I'm doing, you heard me talk about this a couple of times. I'm broadening my scope of who I'm working for, looking to get into a couple of more doors, which is going to put me in a situation of having more than enough. That's fine because we're going to look to work some other truckers with us on a regular, everyday basis. All right. Keon says, any channel members in Richmond, Virginia? Anybody from Richmond, speak up. AD, talk with them guys about the upcoming conferences with state DOT. Which conference are you talking about, AD? Let me see what we got. I'm going to, let me see. I got a deal coming up next week with the airport. The airport is doing an open house thing for prospective contractors and business opportunities. So I know I'm going to the airport, Baton Rouge, next Wednesday. Um, the state did have some. I'm trying to think about what you're talking about, AD. The state did have some stuff coming up. I'm trying to see, did I sign up for it? Give me a little bit more. What are you talking about, AD, on that? Daniel, thank you, CEO. They just green lighted an almost $10 billion highway, I-45 expansion project that's in 3 phases that's going to start next year all the way to 2042. My goodness. That's just one project here in H-Town. Booming. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, that's good right there, boy. That's good right there. Had it went up for bid yet, Daniel? Or they just announced it? Because they starting in 24. Yeah, okay, no, it hadn't went up for bid yet. If you say it's gonna start in 24. So they about to bid that out, sounds like. Tiago says, how you manage work and family? It's a challenge, bro. It's a challenge. Thankfully, my children are what you would call on the older side. My youngest is 19. She's a freshman in college, which is here local. Just had lunch with her yesterday. And I think you just have to be intentional. You know, you have to set aside days for family and for your children, and got a couple of grands as well. So I think the biggest thing is just being intentional about setting aside that time of even getting away. You know, you got to get away and get some time for yourself. You know, not just family and work, but just some me time. I call it. You know, so it's just a matter of putting it on the calendar, being intentional about doing it. Because sometimes you can get caught up in this grind, and you'll look up, man, and it's been months and months, and you're stressed. Um, I don't mind telling you that every quarter, every 3 months, I get a massage, you know, to relieve stress. I exercise, I work out, just things like that to help, you know, with the stress. That helps me to manage too, because that's my mental health, right? A lot of times people overlook being burned out physically, but your mind, you just, you know, with so much you're dealing with, your mind can get burned out too. So you need to refresh your mental. And so there, that's how I kind of manage it. And sometimes you just got to get away. You just got to get away from it all. Horace says I'm based in Georgia, and will it still be okay to purchase a dump truck now toward the end of the year, or best to wait until next year? I think Horace, you know, talk to the contractors, CW Matthews, and I don't know what part of Georgia you're in, but whoever you're working for or whoever you're prospecting to work for, talk to them and see what their work looks like going down toward the end of this year and at the beginning of next year, and see what they say. So do some research before you make that decision. How do you like the Volvo trucks compared to the Western Star Max? Western Star Max I like better. The Volvo is a good riding truck, though. Let me just say that. It's a good riding truck. Man, that thing rides like a cat. Like, it took that load real well. So it's just a personal preference, you know. Uh, I always been a Mac guy, and the Western Star have really done a nice job on their truck. So it's just kind of like a personal preference. Performance is good. It does just like the rest of them. You know, I told guys that it's not so much about you know, the brand as it is the specs. And since you want to, who is that? Mega, since you want to bring that up, that's why I wrote the book, 20 specs, right? And because I always get that question about the trucks, and so um, I wanted to put that in book form so guys can get the right specs. If y'all guys had a chance to see that, they came in yesterday. I was gonna show y'all that, and show y'all just the table of contents there. All right, so it's all about the specs, man. And I use a Mac on the front of that, but don't take that too much to heart. It's all about the specs. And so brand, but I like Max and Western Stars. And oh my goodness, I got to show y'all something. The KW guy been bugging me, y'all. Remember I did a short about the KW guy? Why this dude? He's a good fella too. Why this dude didn't drop this? He texted me. He said, "Hey, I'd like to drop off a quote on KWs." Now remember when we was talking, y'all, some of y'all comment on that video that them KW were 300 grand, right? So that's the dude dropped this off. And they got some November specials and stuff. He dropped that off. But he gave me a price on the Kenworth, y'all. And so Mega, who is that? Mega asked me that question. Mega, you asking that question, brother. Kenworth might be finna cause a problem. His name is Todd. Okay, yeah, Kenworth. I don't want to show y'all the details of this price this dude has put on me. This dude done gave me a competitive price, y'all, on Kenworths. And I'm here to tell my $300,000 guys, they ain't 300,000. They ain't even 275. So he wants me to see about placing an order now, and the truck would be in by the summer, is what he's saying. I told him I'm gonna take a look at it, but Kenworth is now going to be considered. I thought with that 300, because I've seen them at 300,000. We weren't doing that one. But they have got into the price range of the Western Star and the Mac. So why not? Full-fledged dealership, local parts, and then they got some stuff going on that I saw that I'm very interested in. Let me show you guys. I'm coming to y'all questions. Just give me a second. I'm coming. They got something going on that really interested me. So they got on-site mobile service. That interested me. But this is what really got me, is that they got the Def Tank stuff if you want to get that stuff. Now I got my Def Tank out there, but we're doing it by gravity. But this is what caught me. Now I'm paying right at $900 for a 275-gallon tote of Def. These rascals got they got, look at that right there. They got 330-gallon tote of Def for $684, y'all. I've been paying $890 for 275. So they gonna hear from me. They gonna hear from me. All right. Oh my God, Mega. Brother, it's under 275. That's all I'm gonna tell you. The brother has quoted me a price under 275. That's FET. That's everything. All right, let me go back up and catch questions. So I'm just sharing information with y'all. AD said, I signed up with the state DBE conference. All the general contracts come out. It's a great opportunity to shake some hands and network. Yes. Every state has it, AD. I'm very familiar with that. I think they've had this one this year. I didn't make it, but yeah, definitely do that, because I plan on making it, man, and some other stuff came up. But you're right. That's a big deal. All right, Horace is in Savannah, and okay, good. Are you in Savannah? Okay, yeah. CW should have a plant in Savannah. Check on Savannah. Check on CW Matthews and ER Snell and see how close they are to Savannah. Michael Hars, the prices seems to be a little cheaper during the slow season. I'm picking up my second truck Wednesday. Uh-oh. That's game upon game. Thank you, Michael Donald. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's why I got this price. I got things are slowed down, right? I'll tell you one thing. I was told this the other day. The price, the used truck prices are starting to go back up because of the strike deal, especially with Mack. Mack production is finna slow down because of that strike situation going on with the United Auto Workers. Their workers are on strike with Max. So I don't know if that might have something to do with it with some of these other brands as well. Rio the Great, I'm a company class A driver, want to become an owner operator in this industry. I don't know a lot about the dump truck industry. What are some research tips you can give me before starting? Rio the Great, are you familiar with the channel? My channel, we got all of the research. We got products upon products that can help you, but research, brother. And the things you want to look for, first of all, where are you located? You know, how's the work in your area? What's coming up in your area? This will determine if you got work right at your doorstep or you would have to travel, right? So you want to find that out. And but go to the channel, my channel, and we answer all those questions at the beginning of my videos. But we got resources too, right? How to get started, 20 ways to find the work, and then I just told you about how to find the right truck, right? So, but you can go to the channel and it's all right there for you. You know, all right. But if you don't want to watch all those videos, we got resources that you can get. But definitely do your due diligence, your DD. But I would start also with your area. What's observe, right? What's going on in your area? How's the work? How's the interstate work? How's the road work? How much other building is going on? Those are the kind of things you want to look at because that's going to help you to determine, you know, depending on what city you stay in, whether you have to travel or is it right there. So I would start right there. What's up, Will 45 channel member? How you doing, man? Will says communication with these contractors is hard. But what's going on, Will? Share with me what's going on with the communication with them. Maybe I can help out in that with that. Hit the like button, guys. Let's get them likes on up to 20 right quick. New guys coming in. Horace and Michael, thank you. And all grass, man. Yeah, and Michael, what did you get? What truck? What did you get? What truck did you get? Bowtie B, what's up, man? Bowtie said, man, I wish you I know, man. I know. Um, I know. You know how it is, man. AD to about what's the price? I don't want to disclose the man stuff publicly. You have to email me, man. You email me, I'll tell you. All right. Thought I heard somebody outside. Daniel, can you put your finance guide info into the chat? Sure, I can do that. Are you well? I'll tell you what, email me, Daniel. Let's talk about a few things first. Because you shared some things with me the other day. So email me first, Daniel. There go my email right there. Let me ask you a few things before I do that. Because he's got some new stuff going on, and he wants to make sure people are, you know, really, especially if it's a startup or something, at a certain things have to be in place. All right. Mega, I love them. Ken work 288, but they're asking 285 up north. Yeah, they definitely hire you up there. Tiago, hit the like button, guys. Get it. Oh, okay. Tiago, want to get them likes up too. Rio, okay. North Carolina. What part of North Carolina, man? Charlotte, Raleigh? Because I know for sure Charlotte and Raleigh is booming. Got some friends out there in Charlotte, Raleigh, everybody Fab. Got Sassy, the truck boss out there. I know a couple of people out there. Greensboro, okay. So is that closer to Raleigh or Charlotte? Michael got a 2020 T880 quad. I already had a 2022 T880 six axle. I'll send a picture when I pick it up. Yeah, send me a picture, man. Oh my goodness. That is awesome, Michael. That is awesome. Yeah, so that's 1 hour from Charlotte and Raleigh. I'm in the middle. Oh, okay, you're in the middle of both. Okay, good. So and yeah, well, I ain't got to ask you. I already know because man, I hear so much about Charlotte and Raleigh, man. Too, it ain't funny. Prime, what's that other guy? Prime the General, Big Prime the General. You know him, and he's I think Prime the General got trucks out there too. Got trucking school as well. So I plan on coming to Charlotte area next year, man. I already told Prime Buddy Fab that I'm gonna visit out there next year, man, and see how to just get a I view myself of the view of how it's growing out there. You know, everybody says Charlotte is Atlanta South, so I'm coming to see. Kirk Thorpe. Yeah, the Kirk says your book have the rundown on getting work DB. Yeah, this book here, Kirk talks about how to find the work. Right. As far as the DBE goes, all that is just going to your state DOT website. Your state DOT website, you can type in DBE application and get that, right? But once you get in the business, then you apply for that, right? So what we're talking about here with this particular book is just good old grassroots tricks of the trade of how to find the work and how to obtain the work. D Landry done showed up. What's going on, D Landry? What's up, Farwood? Good Saturday morning. Yeah, so there's a lot of work going on. I just need to educate myself. I need help. Yeah, Rio, yeah, it's on the channel. Like I say, man, you may have to binge. You know how we do Netflix? You may have to binge the channel if you want. Just binge the channel. I'm gonna say that. Get on the channel, go back. So some of my first videos, how to get started, different things. I talk about mistakes that I've made. I talk about uh right things I made, things of that nature, right? I would binge on some of that stuff. And like I say, whenever you get ready, if you want to cook across the field, and get some resources in your hand, we got resources, you can do a consultation with me. All that is on the website. I am Country CEO, or you can hit the link tree up. You want to set up consultation, either one. My website in here for you guys. Check the website out when you guys get time, or the link tree, either one. And we could help you, narrow that scope if you want to. But I always offer, the opportunity. Hey, go visit the channel yourself. You can binge watch. It's all there. Over 1,000 videos talking about dump truck business, man. Yeah, you in a good spot. Greensboro. Oh my God, you in a good spot out there. Cool, Daniel. That's cool. King Giant, what's good? Channel member, supporter. What's up, brother? I'm just on this Saturday morning trying to give up the game, man. Good Saturday morning. Drinking my coffee, some water. So that's what we're at, man. So let me give y'all a little game here. So I told you a few minutes ago, I was trying to obtain some new customers, so what I've done, I'm going back. What I would do sometimes after 23 years, you got people that you've worked for that you may haven't worked for in a long time. And a lot of these people are still in business. And so what I decided to do is go back and evaluate some of the people, think about some of the people that I used to work for back in the game. And I started calling some of them. Hey, y'all still doing it? Some of them are no more, but some of them are still percolating along. Some of them have started their own. Some guys, foremen and project managers, started their own companies, so different avenues um, uh, that of people that are doing that. So I've done that, and so I've got a couple of people. I went and saw a customer Thursday, a prospective customer that oh, matter of fact, I might have to run back home. He gave me a card and want me to shoot him some prices. Big job, big project on this end. And it's crazy because I bid it on the project with a company that I work for. They didn't get it, but another company got it. And so let me clue y'all in on some game right here. And part of this particular me going and seeing about this job is because I got a little game that the trucker they got messing up. Did you get that? Y'all do know truckers talk, right? Truckers talk, truckers talk. And so I was told that the trucker is messing up bad on the job, and they're actually looking for somebody else. You know, he may be about to get kicked out because the the way that they're doing the work, and I'm just gonna be and be honest with you, trucks breaking down on the job. One of the things a contractor, don't get me wrong, things that happen. I'm not talking about just regular breakdown, something happen. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about some of these cats that's straight up putting junk on the job. Did you get that? All right. And then, yeah, any contractor understand, boom, something happened on the job, blah, blah, blah. But when you're breaking down regular on their job, that's not a good look. And I'm hearing that there's been some junk on the job. So the guy was soliciting prices. I got the call. So I went by to see the guy, met him, let him see who I am. Gave me his email, say, hey, shoot me some prices. We're gonna see what happens. And we may be needing somebody real soon. That's it. So I'm gonna send that email today. All right. That's one deal that happened. Come to me. It came to me. I didn't go to it. Um, what was the other deal? Oh, reestablishing old relationships. I had a relationship with a particular company that used to do a lot of work uh, on the river, and so I recently reconnected with them. Had to go. They've been bought out by another company, but doing the same kind of work, and so I had to go and reestablish a new relationship with an old company. And it's some new people because they've been bought out, and they have some old ones still hanging around that know me. So that's game right there. If you've been out here for a while, don't ever forget about people you used to work for. Sometimes you can go back and establish old relationships, and so I'm doing that. All right. Bowtie B. Black men are getting some money here in Little Rock, Arkansas. A lot of them own multiple trucks. I have my first one coming in February. Bowtie B. Who is the guy that I just was on a consultation with from Arkansas? God dog it. What's his name? Where's my phone? I was just in consultation with a guy from Arkansas that's got two and finna move to three, and plus my finance guy is in Little Rock. And he's been telling me for about 3 years that how Little Rock is such a doing major work in Little Rock. What's that guy? Let me see. If I forgot his name. He's actually finna explode. He's looking to scale up. Just got two. He's looking about to get his third one, and we may be about to get to do some mentoring with him, showing him how to scale that thing on up and get it to that level. Boy, I forgot his name. I talked to that guy, did a consultation with him a couple weeks ago. He's out of Little Rock. I'm trying, if I can get his name for you, I would give you the name and you can listen out for him. D Landry, what's going on in Lafayette, man? I have been contemplating by coming over there, contacting JB James and coming over there on Highway 90, man. Send a couple of my guys over there for a few weeks. That guy texted me. We talked a couple of weeks ago. All right. What else going on, guys? Well, I'll look for this number. Oh, okay. That's it. All right. So yeah, I was trying to find that number to this guy in Arkansas for Bowtie B. This guy's name, man. All right. I think that's him. All right. Bowtie. His name is Daryl Holland. I'll put the name in the chat. I don't know the name of his business note, but this is his name. Daryl Holland. I did a consultation with him about 2 weeks ago. He got 2 trucks in like 8 months. He got a second truck within about 8 months, and he's looking to scale up, thinking about getting a third one for next year. And he's hooked up, and he's finna get ready to do some subcontracting too. They are cut in service road. And D Landry, have you been seeing a lot of trucks out there? Had you checked to see who's handling the trucking with them over there? For James? I'm sure they're using somebody local. Jesus Bound, hello, because well, what is the process for invoices your customers? Basically, how do you charge your clients? I basically have a form that I use, Jesus. If you go to my website, I have a packet that's with the paperwork that is, and a part of that is in the paperwork. I'm trying to see if I got one around here to show you what it looks like. Let me see. But I basically I'll fill this out, scan it, email it to them, and it works like a charm. Let me see. Let me see if I got one. Yeah, I found one. Yeah, that's the form, Jesus, right there. Real simple, right? Date, truck, job, hours, tons, of rate. The hours of the tons, the rate, the total, the ticket number. Total it up at the bottom. Scan and email it to them. It's pretty simple, brother. All right. So that's what's going on. I always strategically, even in working, try to evaluate what's going on in the area around me and how we can strategically attack uh, getting a couple of new customers. So that's my goal as of late. I want to obtain a couple of new customers, 2 to 3. And once I get that, then yeah, I'll be happy with that. So that's my goal. Um, and we're still striving to do that. Hadn't happened yet. I've gotten some promising, but nothing's happened yet. I'll let you guys know when that happens and how that's working out. Tiago, no, not at all, man. Tiago, I'm turning down probably 1 or 2 people every week. I am not kidding, brother. I am in no shortage of drivers. I mean, keep in mind now, I got about 12. I got 8 trucks, but I'm actually using about 15 drivers because you got to remember we running day and night, right? So I got 15 guys I use regularly and probably another 2 or 3 here and there, right? So I'm actually turning people down, 1 or 2 people every week. I got about 3 calls this past week. Got the information. I'm gonna keep it on file for the future, and that's it. Day and night. I got school bus drivers calling me. They drive the school bus during the day. They looking to make some extra money. They want to see about some night work. I mean, it's unbelievable. I thought one time early on before I expanded like this, I thought, man, I'm gonna probably have trouble getting people that want to work nights. I can't, it just blow in my mind how you got people out there. And I think inflation and high food prices. I get I lately it has been a lot of ladies drive school bus, and and don't get me wrong, I got one of the guys we use here and there. He's a mechanic at the school board office, and so he sees these women that are looking to make extra money. He throw them my way. So I am not in a shortage at all. Okay, all right. So no, they have a few different companies, maybe one or two trucks per person. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was contemplating coming over to D-Landry when we looked like we was getting a little, slow on this end. I thought about calling up Daryl. Daryl is the project manager over there, and I was thinking about calling him and and coming over there, but I didn't want to be dipping in and dipping out on him. I knew I would only be doing it for a week or two and then be back. So I just left it alone. We were able to make it work on this end. Yeah, Daryl Holland. I can't think of the company name, Butai, but he's doing great, man. He's excited. He left garbage truck company, started his own dump truck business. 8 months later, got his second truck. He's working with a broker that's taking real good care of him. But now he wants to get into taking that thing to another level and subcontracting his own work. He's about to do his DBE, and he's looking at a third truck in the spring of next year. And I'm going to probably be doing some mentoring with him to show him how to take that thing on up. All right, guys. What else? What else? It's been a good morning. Let me see. So yeah, we at the shop today. I'm gonna try to do a few things around here. Cosmetically, I need to put some blinds over my window. Nothing. We're gonna get all the trucks greased up probably tomorrow. Um, got two more to do all change with, but we won't be doing those this weekend. We'll do them next weekend. Other than that, that's about it. Oh, that's what I want to share with you guys. And so because of the way the things are working now. So what happens sometimes is that, and this goes for if you got one truck or eight, sometimes the shift of the work is at night, and you may be making your time at night as opposed to the day. So what used to be maybe a double dip, right? Working a truck day and night, if the work tamps down a little bit, could be just okay, we working at night. All right, well, that's what I'm experiencing with a couple of trucks right now. Is like two of the guys, they're just pretty much, we might be working, like I say, one truck is in the shop. So I might be working 5 or 6 during the day. And then the other truck that's not working during the day, well, he's working night. So it's not a full-fledged double dip taking place, but it is the truck is actually working, even though it's working nights. Hope y'all get that what I'm saying. And so sometimes you run into situations where that's happening. You're not getting what we call in Louisiana the lanyard, the extra money on that particular truck because it's only working one shift, right? When you're doubling up, you're getting that lanyard money. But as long as the truck is working and making those 5 days, you still good. Albeit if it's 5 nights, 3 days and 2 nights, uh, Wednesday through Sunday, don't matter how you get it. If you can get 5 days within them 7 days, you're good. So although work has come down, I can't complain. We're still getting the 5 days for each truck at the very least. And that's how you budget in this business. 5 days a week, you ought to be able to make it, pay your bills, right? I ain't gonna say you can go eat a porterhouse steak at Ruth Chris, but neither are you eating bologna either, right? If analogy, all right, and then you strap till that season comes again, because it is coming, doubling up again. That's where we are. I ain't tripping at all. So I hope that that gives us some of us an idea of how just how the business works, man. Oh, that's what I was going to say. That's a statement. I love to make this statement because it's so true. Don't let anybody in any kind of trucking fool you to believe that you are blowing and going 52 weeks in a year. That's a lie. And so that's why even folks that's trying to get into any uh trucking business, you got to be careful when you ask guys how y'all working over there. Oh man, we blowing and going, we getting it. Keep in mind, they may be getting it right then, but in some point it's going to slow down. No trucking is blowing and going. I mean, at that high level, 52 weeks in a year. Not true. So just know when we asking people about a business, ask them about, okay, well, what the here go the game right here before I get ready to leave you guys. Ask after you ask them how is it going, what kind of business it is. Here's the question you should be asking. What does your slow season look like? Did you get that? That's the question to ask. Find out what does a business slow season look like? And so it's all about the kind of question you should ask. That's the kind of question. Okay. Bowtie B, that's great. I'll be hitting you up about that next week. Okay, cool. Appreciate you, bro. All right, guys. Any other questions or comments? Hit the like. Let's get that like. We got 29 people. Let's make it 29 likes right quick. And we're going to get on to the rest of this day. It's 11 o'clock already. Oh, my goodness. Time went back, but it looked like it got faster going forward. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here again. That thing is out now, Doc. I'm excited about this book and how it's going to really help people to get the right equipment, man. Because I've seen some people. I did it. So this one here is near and dear to my heart. I did it. For those of you who don't know, I bought a Ryder road truck that had 600,000 miles. The miles I wasn't tripping, but the truck was a converted road truck that they had made a dump truck. Put a brand new Warren box on. Oh, it was yellow. Oh, that thing was clean. And it had air ride suspension. I didn't know any better. And I got that truck and I got here. I had to immediately out the door spend $1,500 to get the front end beefed up with springs because it was a 12,000 pound front, and it should have been in the book here. Should have been an 18 to 20,000 pound front. Had air ride suspension on the back, airbags. Should have been a 40 to 44,000 pound rear end, right? So this is gonna really help some people to get the right equipment, right? I'm dumping bags, I'm on jobs, and I'm shaking side to side because you're on airbags, boom, got to dump the load, got to dump the lab, dump the air out the airbags just to dump so the truck can sit down on the frame, right? And I could be level. Because if you dump the bed, especially a tri-axle or quad, you dump that bed on airbags, that bed gonna be up in the air doing this. That bed gonna be waving with that load. I'm telling you, I did it. And so that's that. I mean, this may be my best work right here because, well, no, 20 ways to find that work is the best work. But this gonna help people to be able to come in with the right equipment, and what you need to be able to get the job done right. And so I'm proud of that. All right. Any other questions? If not, then we're gonna see can we get some things going around this place. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. All right, guys. Look, y'all have a great day. I'll probably be doing some videos, have some videos on the channel this week. I'm gonna do them while I'm up here today. Gonna turn hot, big noon on football, get some stuff done around here. Cool. All right. Bow tie approved. Beer King Picker. All right. I like that. All right. Y'all have a good one, man. Much love. Y'all be good.